For your slingshot challenge in your kit, you are going to have paper tubes, rubber bands, felt, pencil, and a cup, ping pong ball, pom-poms, and you're also going to need tape and scissors. I'm showing you what my materials or your materials will look like. We've got the tubes, we have 2 sheets of felt, you have your short pencil that's going to be attached to the tubes, your ping pong ball, we've got plenty of rubber bands, and we've also got our cup, and it has our pom-poms in it as well. You're going to need scissors and some Scotch tape. And now we can begin assembling our slingshots. So for the first step, we're going to take one of our paper tubes and we're going to take our scissors and carefully cut along the length of our paper tube all the way through. When we use our scissors, we're being mindful and careful so that we don't hurt ourselves or anybody else. And now that you have your paper tube cut, what we're going to do is push it inwards like this so that it becomes a smaller tube. Because we need this smaller tube to go inside our larger tube. I'm just adjusting it now and making sure that it'll stay in place so that I can use my Scotch tape to hold it together. Making sure that our tape is secured to the paper tube. Next, what we're going to do with our small tube is I'm going to take my pencil, and using the pencil, I'm going to mark a spot about 2 centimeters from the rim of the paper tube. And I'm going to do that on opposite sides of the tube. And this is just going to help me know where I'm poking my holes. And I'm going to use my scissors, but we're going to be very, very careful. And this is where adult help will come in. And we're going to be very careful, making a small hole so that our pencil will be able to push through. And using my pencil, I'm going to go through the hole that we made with our scissors. And just make sure it goes all the way through, and that our pencil is poking out both sides of the tube. Now for our smaller tube, we are going to create a little landing or sitting spot for our ammo. I'm going to use my felt and I'm just going to make a small square that covers the opening of my tube. And I'm just going to cover it and hold it in place while I use a rubber band to secure it in place. You can tie it as many times as it fits and make sure it is on securely. And now our smaller tube is ready. Now we have to prepare our larger tube. And what we're going to do with this tube is we're going to create small slits at the top on both sides. And grab your scissors again, but they're going to be short slits because these are going to hold our rubber bands in place. So just like the holes that we made earlier, we are going to create 2 slits on opposite sides of the tube. All right, and you have both of your tubes ready to go. So the slits that we made, the cuts that we made are going to go at the top. And the pencil is going to go to the bottom. We're going to attach our rubber band to the pencil and place it inside the cut that we made. Wrap it around the pencil and then into the cut, into the slot that we made. Then you can adjust it however you need to. And once it is ready, you now have a slingshot. And we can go test it out. I'm using my pom-poms. I'm placing them inside onto our landing area. Once our ammo is loaded, we are ready to fire. Ready, and woo! I even tried if this slingshot would shoot silly objects, like a pen. And here I'm testing it out to see if it will work, and it did. And you can try other household objects around your home to see if they'll shoot out of the slingshot. We must be careful with what we're shooting now and where we're shooting it. And you can experiment with different angles, like aiming the slingshot upwards, or you can try aiming the slingshot downwards to see what happens. And now it is time for your challenge in creating and engineering your very own slingshot. I took the challenge into my own hands, and I am just going to show you the slingshot that I came up with. So I went outside and I grabbed 2 sticks. When I went outside, I had no idea what kind of slingshot I was going to come up with. But I noticed that the ground was very soft because of the rain. So I put my 2 sticks into the ground. Then, using the materials left in your kit, you are going to brainstorm and put together your very own slingshot. It can be any size, small or big. As long as your slingshot can launch an object into the air, you have made a successful slingshot. Using my felt, I folded one end in half, and then using my scissor, I created a small cut to create a hole. I have done the same to the other side. And now we have 2 holes on each side of my felt. The rubber band is going to go through that hole, and then I'm going to loop them together so that it's secured onto the felt. And I'm going to add a rubber band to the other side as well. And once I know that the rubber bands and the felt are secured together, I'm going to attach the rubber bands to the sticks that I put into the ground. And once I have both ends secured to the sticks, it's now time for me to test out my slingshot. And that's where my ping pong ball is going to come in. I'm going to pull back and shoot. I hope you all have fun with this challenge and that you enjoy making your very own slingshot. Thanks for watching, everyone, and bye ma pee.